I'm gonna do one of my old school intros. This is just me, and here we are. This is But Peep This the podcast, and I haven't been able to do that forever, man. I'm
What?
Sean. We're currently trying to bail Lionel out of jail right now because he sent a Longhorn steak back, and the person who cooked the steak ended up being a cop. So we had to make sure that we're trying to get him out of jail right now. We'll see if we can actually get him out in time. But I'm Sean. That's Jennifer. We got Koo here. We got J.E. We might have some other people joining us. And we are in the middle of having a conversation of the issues we have with Logic. So I'm gonna say my biggest issue that I have with Logic, and then we can kind of recap what we were talking about.
That's
My
the
biggest issue, huh?
Logic artist, not Logic actual Logic.
I do have an issue with that too, but we can have a separate conversation about that another day.
With
I
actual
don't.
logic, but that is not the point of discussion.
That could be another day, and not only that, I'm probably the most qualified person to have that conversation too, which is crazy to me. But anyway, so here's my issue with Logic the artist. You take hard stances on what you believe in, right? Like you took a hard stance on like I'm biracial, but then you make a song where you say you have a biracial penis. Like we don't have to do that. Like that's just like you're telling me you want me to take your identity seriously, and then you give me that. But I think the most egregious and what the biggest problem I have with Logic personally is so he makes that song, the suicide hotline song, right?
Right.
And then he has another song with French Montana, A$AP Rocky, and him, where one of the lines in that song is, and I quote, 1-800, then I kill the pussy. Who can relate? Like, you can't tell me.
What?
You can't. Let me find the song, because I swear to God, I swear I heard it myself, and I said he did not say this. God, what's the name of the song? Hold on, French Montana.
Who can relate? Wait, are
Logic.
you talking about
It's called Twisted. It's called
Oh.
Twisted. And the thing is, I like Twisted. I really do. But he comes in that so it's French Montana, Juicy J, A$AP Rocky, and Logic. A very odd group of people. But I like the song a lot. But then Logic on that song says, and I quote, 1-800, then I kill the pussy. And the music like goes out, and he goes, who can relate? Because in the 1-800 song, he was talking about, oh, who can relate to what's going on? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Don't
Yeah.
tell me that you want me to take what you're standing for seriously, and then turning around on other songs to make a quick buck. You're gonna sit there and pull that shit. I don't do that. It's like, and I hate to make this comparison because at least he was being fucking creative with it, but it was like Kanye every time he tried to mix like civil rights leaders with like clothing.
Yeah.
Like, stop telling me that you were standing for this shit, but you're saying like you got Malcolm X jeans on. Stop it. Stop it. You can't do that, man. Like we can't do that. And that I feel like it like encompasses Logic as like an artist. Where it's like in some songs you want me to take you seriously, but in others you don't. And I'm not saying you got to pick a lane, but don't cry in one song about a topic and then later on make fun of it.
Yeah, see, I think
Like,
because
no damn sense.
he has an identity crisis, I believe, but I don't think he meant any, like, he didn't have any bad intention by saying that. This could just be me overthinking it, but I took it as, okay, I just made this song. It was sad. It was about suicide. It was about suicide awareness. Cool. When you listen to certain songs, because I'm pretty sure the people who were already out of that thought process or out of that feeling of, hopelessness, they appreciated that song, and then they continue to move on with him. And the people that were currently in that moment, currently fighting that battle, they probably grasped onto that song as like a last hope of survival. Like, I'm really about to do it. And I think what he might have tried to do was make light of it at the end of that song as like a little Easter egg for the people that are really tuned in with him to say, hey, it sucks to feel that way, but it doesn't have to be that way. Like, you can have fun, like, be happy, like, don't take things so hard, be light on yourself. Like I said, it could be me overthinking it, but that's what I got out of it.
I hear you. I really do. And I think that's fine. Like, for example, the biracial penis one, sure. I'll give you that one. Suicide? Suicide? Just I want you to put yourself in the mindset of a Logic fan, okay? So he puts out a song that is literally titled the Suicide Hotline Prevention Number. The whole song
Right.
is about how, things are tough and you're gonna make it through. Gets radio plays, everybody's like being like, oh my God, like who's doing this? Like no one else is doing this. Even though Joyner Lucas did this first, but that's conversation for another day.
That's why they were kind of beefing, I think.
That's conversation for another day, because I'll tell you that Joyner Lucas song hit me way harder than that Logic song. But that's especially that music video. Oh my God.
Okay.
I was like, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
It is or don't know the song that we're talking about. It's called Sorry by Joyner Lucas.
Oh my God.
And it's a heavy one. It's a good
tough.
one.
It's tough. It's a tough one. For sure a trigger warning if you even go to listen to the song. And if you watch the video, I think there's a warning at the beginning of the video too. Because it's tough. But like you're riding with Logic, right? And you're like, oh, Logic put out this song with like A$AP Rocky, French Montana, and Juicy J. Like, let's see what he does. And you're listening to that song and you got your struggles going on in your head. And you hear Logic go, 1-800, then I kill the pussy. Who can relate?
Also,
like for me, I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna go, well, fuck. Was this a money play? Like, come on, bro.
He did one of the most disrespectful things to a hip hop classic ever. He took Ice Cube's "Today Was a Good Day" and made it an acoustic version.
He did not.
I would never, ever forgive him for doing that.
I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen, honestly.
He made it into a mellow acoustic song. How dare you?
See,
it was already cool as it was.
I'm gonna be totally real with you. I didn't know that he did that.
I'm gonna
pretend like it didn't happen. Because what?
That is I'm gonna put it. I'm not even mad at him for trying, and I haven't even heard it yet.
I'll tell you what, you don't have to be. I'll do it for you.
But at least he tried. But some people are just better at others when it comes to remaking classics. You gotta really be on point. Like the Weeknd's version of Dirty Diana, you gotta be that on point.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, we should just stop remaking classics, personally. I think we should just stop remaking classics.
Can we add movies to the remake? Stop remaking.
Oh my God, give me something original, fucking please. I'm so tired of the same goddamn movie.
Here's the thing about Logic. But here's the thing about Logic. I can acknowledge the skill set. I can acknowledge the technical abilities, basically, in his writing. I can even acknowledge the beat selection is good for the most part. But there's something about him and this thing that he's doing in terms of, and it's not sort of a thing that he's doing like he's just playing with it. Like it's his actual life. Like he's having that identity crisis in front of all of us. But in that identity crisis, and I understand this will happen in an identity crisis, you say things sometimes it's like, damn, bro, really? Like, whoa, what? And when you have it that way out loud for everybody, and then it's like thousands or probably millions of people like, damn, really? as opposed to you having it in a therapy session. And what I would say to that is, if that is cathartic for you and people who can relate, then that's great. But there's going to be another segment of people like, yo, my man, another song about this, really? And I'm the same person. I'm the person who said that about Pusha T. Like, how many more songs you gonna make about that crap that you sold in the '90s? Like,
Right.
my man, I know you ain't still out here doing it.
It's like that fact that Lil Wayne got into where he just the only thing he talked about was pussy. Like,
I mean, and people
like
go through
Or
every
shit. Or shit. Can we talk about that, please?
no,
You just only talked about
because
shit.
I can acknowledge there are artists who have those moments where they go through that. Jay-Z had a moment where he was only talking about art. He was like, yo, my man, hold, I fuck with you, but come on, bro. Like,
it's
another Basquiat reference? Like, all right, okay.
this
Oh my god. That
But
was murder. Every time it's like, all right, dude, come on.
yeah.
I get it. I
right,
understand. You like art. Okay, you like the classic stuff. You got it on your
yes.
wall because you could afford it. Wonderful. Thank you.
But
Give me
but
something else,
here's the thing
please.
about that. When he did that, I can acknowledge that that was where he was at the time. This is all I know about Logic. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
That is his identity, is an identity crisis.
Well, can we
It's
also bring up something else about this like personal conversation as well? Like we're talking about Jay-Z talking about art and Pusha T talking about coke. I just want to remind everybody, Logic's talking about suicide. Okay, just very different. Like it's just,
yeah.
I mean,
See,
who does that?
I mean, this is a big reason why I'm being very slow with like how I make my own music and develop as an artist, because I feel like he's at that point where he got the spotlight and he did not know what type of artist he wanted to be. It's like, do I want to be the artist that makes the party hits? Do I want to be the artist that raps about serious things? Do I want to be the artist that talks about being biracial? He didn't really know what lane to take. And he just threw everything in like a big pot and just mixed it together. And that's probably why it's so confusing to us, because he's probably still trying to find his niche.
I just and my thing is, where Logic should have stayed, in my opinion, and where he would have been the most successful, if he had just stayed in the nerd rap category. Like if he had just stayed in like that, like I'm a goofy like nerd dude, but like I could spit better bars than like everybody.
I think that was how you introduced him to me too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Because like that, you're like, this would be perfect for you. And then he kept
And he kept talking
Right.
about his fucking biracial penis. It's like, please stop. Please. Please, I've had enough.
And that's probably like the pressure of being in the industry too, because you're around all these other artists. And if you're a fan of music, you probably heard so many songs with so many different bars and metaphors and similes, and you're like, I don't know what to say, but I want to be different. And in his mind, he was like, hey, ain't nobody ever said they got a biracial penis.
They very much so, but it's also like, and also we haven't even talked about Logic's like rock album, and I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But I just
Unpopular opinion: no rap artist should make a rock album, because
thank you.
all of the ones I have heard,
I don't know about that.
I do.
I
I
won't
do.
count Clown Posse because I like their stuff kind of. But all the artists that started off
Fucking magnets. How do they work? These guys, I
give you one that's easy, that can make it easily.
Bro.
The Roots. The Roots can easily make one. And not skip a beat. There are very, very talented musicians in the Roots.
Would you put Black Thought on the vocals though?
When we're talking about rock, I don't need it to necessarily. I don't need somebody to sing every single song. There could be a perfect mesh. There could be a perfect mix up of hip hop in that way with rock, the way that we traditionally know it to be.
I agree with you there. So
You know what? I take that back because, yeah, I'll take that back because definitely there XXX did a pretty good job at doing that, and
yes,
World.
But I
also,
don't.
Also, really quickly, Denzel Curry, his cover of Rage Against the Machine, amazing.
I'm glad you brought him up because I do want to point out something about Rage for those of you who don't know. Zach De La Rocha did more rapping than he did singing.
Wonderful.
What my biggest thing with, if you want to put rock influences in your music, I think that's fantastic. I think that's a wonderful way to go about doing that. I'm really starting to come around to like classical, like art museum music in like rap songs. Shout out West Side Gun. Because like I'm loving that shit. But like I don't know if I want to hear, like, for example, like T-Pain recently did like a cover of like War Pigs. And I thought it was good too. I didn't think it was amazing because I think there is a certain element of War Pigs that I don't think, like, as a person who grew up on a lot of rock music, I don't really think he has that ability to be able to like get to that point. Because I mean, we're talking about legitimately the founders of like metal music, and he's covering them, and he has zero anything when it comes to metal music. Like, I think it was good, but it was missing that certain, like, I don't know, pain that Ozzy had when he was singing it, you know?
I can't
like, it's hard for me to explain, but like, I don't need, and I'm not trying to say that rappers can't do other things, because I think quite the contrary, that's, you know, very much so the case. But my biggest thing is like, don't put out like don't do like what Wayne did. Like, don't be I'm gonna make a bunch of rap albums and then I'm gonna make one rock album, call it experimental, and when it doesn't work, I'm just gonna be like, haha, just kidding.
Right, yeah,
like, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
On which one? But see, I also look at artists like not just the Roots, but even with the Roots, you have to think about what the Roots are doing on Jimmy Fallon's show. And sometimes the songs that people are introduced on, Black Thought is singing on those songs. Black Thought has a song called Conception, where I looked for the longest for who was singing on the hook. And it's a guy named, let me make sure I get the name right because it's kind of funny. Let me say Conception. And it's a song that should have been way bigger than what it was. But it's Black Thought. So, you know, only the purists heard it and thought it was cool. The name of the singer is Reek Ruffin. Reek Ruffin. Never heard of this person. After looking for so long, I found out who it was. It's Black Thought's alter ego.
Also, it is Black Thought singing.
Yes. And it was amazing. The singing is amazing on it. Because when I heard him, like, damn, who is this person who's giving me 70s soul and 90s neo soul all in one like this? Like the voice sounds mature. The voice sounds like they knew what was going on here. And I looked up that name forever. I could never find a face until after, I think it took months for it to be revealed that, yeah, that's alter ego of Black Thought. Those are musicians, again, in the Roots, who could do any genre because they do it every night. And I remember when Jimmy Fallon first had them to be his house band, I remember multiple people's like, the Roots, like the hip hop band, like how many different songs can they do? I was like, okay, watch.
Yeah. So what I will can you put that song in our chat, because I did not know that. And I will go back on my statement about Black Thought if like I really feel as though like this is like solid. But yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna use this to segue into my new personal segment on the show. So
What?
I think if you've watched this show long enough, or if you've been around me for a long time, or for a short time, I think people will kind of agree on the fact that I'm kind of a hater. Um, that's just kind of what I am. I don't know how we ended up there. Maybe this is, personally therapy for me to just hate on shit and I want to. But this is going to be my 5-minute hater corner. So I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes. And I am going to hate on a particular thing. What is that? Are those tacos? Is that what that is? I'm not gonna hate on you, Taco. I already have my topic.
Lettuce wraps.
For 5 minutes. That is
So
crazy.
what you're looking at is chicken with teriyaki sauce on it and some mixed shredded cheese.
I ain't gonna
And
lie,
of
that was
course, a
real
bunch
fun.
of lettuce.
I was
That
gonna
was
say
real
that
fucking
sounds
good.
really good.
That was real fucking good.
Keisha hooked them up. She also do tuna lettuce wraps too. Amazing.
Cool. I heard you say something about my time limit. I hope you understand. This is not going to be enough time for me to do everything I need to.
This is called I am also setting a timer because Sean can just talk.
5 minutes for me to talk about what I need to talk about is not enough
You know
time.
what? I think for this segment, I'm just gonna mute my mic. I want you to.
You can mute your mic. If he goes over 5 minutes, I'm telling him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because that's
requested. That's not me being rude.
I did in fact request that. I do think that if I need to work on, and I didn't like practice before this either. Like I just have the topic and I'm just gonna rant about it. So 5 minutes. We are going to start now. Okay, so the person or maybe people that I'm going to hate on this week are the people who do any kind of mixing and engineering for Sexy Red specifically. And here's why. So I in the past have been kind of a unintentional misogynist when it came to music. I didn't realize that. Shout out Deontay, who really pointed it out to me, and we had a lot of conversations about music since then that have really opened my eyes to the fact that I was in fact an unintentional misogynist. Again, not intentional. I wouldn't just walk around being like, "Oh, the women's music sucks," but I think I just tried to say that I just didn't relate to it, so it didn't really appeal to me. And I want everybody to know who's hearing this. Sexy Red will never appeal to me. Ice Spice will never appeal to me. City Girls will never appeal to me. I respect them for what they do, and I think that there is talent involved, especially with Sexy Red, which is why I'm specifically talking about Sexy Red this week. So here's my biggest problem with Sexy Red. I watched her perform live at what it was like the VMAs, the BET Awards, one of the two. And I think that there is like true like potential for her to actually like have like longevity in this shit. I also think that the songs that she has put out have been a little more clever and catchy than what people want to give it credit for, as opposed to just being about sex, which I don't even want to hear anybody sit there and be like, all people talk about is sex. Because we're going to get to that in a little bit, because y'all fucking lying when y'all saying that, because I'll tell you what, y'all were doing that shit way worse in back in the day. But anyway, you see why I set 5 minutes for this and that's not enough time? So my whole point, I'm a minute and a half, I ain't said shit yet. So here's my thing. You have Sexy Red right now who's going out and she's putting out music that's not bad by any stretch of the means. It may not be appealing to everybody, but it's not bad. It's got decent lyricism for what she's talking about. It's got really good like production when it comes to like beats and stuff like that. But I think the biggest thing that's going to hold her back right now is the fact that her music sounds like it's recorded on an iPhone. And the reason why I think this is a big problem is because let's take Ice Spice, for example, right? Ice Spice has zero lyrical ability whatsoever, and I will stand on that one 100%. I don't think that's the appeal in her music, so it is what it is. But Ice Spice was directly ripping the sound that Pop Smoke and Fabio Foreign and all of those people were like using, and it sounds professional. So when people like Drake and people like that are like grabbing it and they're like, oh, this shit is lit, that's what they're basing it off of. You can't take Sexy Red's music right now and put it in like a mainstream platform because it sounds like garbage. It sounds like she's recording it on an iPhone. Take her verse that she did with Lotto on Peaches and Eggplants. Even though she had the better verse on the song, or whoever, I think it was Lotto, even though she had the better verse on the song, I think it is a complete and utter travesty that you have somebody who has the strong production that fucking Young Nudie has right now, and the amazing sound that Young Nudie has for what he does, and she comes on the track sounding like that. And it's not her. It's not her voice. It's the way that the shit is recorded onto the music itself. And that is a complete disservice to her as an artist. And I don't think that that's fair, because even if that's what she wants, she needs to understand that. And the thing is, if her goal is not to have longevity or anything like that, fine. Then don't worry about anything that I'm saying. But I think as we've seen these flash in the pan artists for so long, you have to sound like you belong there. And right now, she doesn't sound like she belongs there. The SoundCloud format can work, but not when you're putting yourself in the category with the likes of these artists that are paying top dollar for their music and giving like lackluster like lyrics. If that's what you're going to do, you can't give lackluster tunnel vision lyrics and no musical substance. You have to have one or the other. Something has to sound professional. And if it doesn't, she's going to keep getting held back. So fuck Sexy Red's engineer.
And you're out of time. So good job. And that is why Sean has a time limit, because he can keep going.
I could have gone for another 5 minutes, but I'm going to stop myself right there.
I'm aware.
I think that she's just trying to stick to what worked for her when she first came onto the scene. I don't disagree with you. Like the engineering could definitely be better, but the beat selection is good.
Yeah, beat selection is fine.
Her voice is good on a beat, and like you said, she does have some lyricism. But that, if I had to go anything, I would go with she's just trying to stick with the people that got her on and what worked for her in the beginning. Because let's take Kanye West, for example. 808 and Heartbreaks, what he did with auto-tune on that, a lot of people did not like.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people did not like. But now today, we go back to it and we're like, this is a classic.
But then I also say, so I say two things to that. Number one, we can look back on that and say this is a classic because like nobody else was doing anything like that at the time, except like T-Pain, and T-Pain wasn't that big yet. So there wasn't like, nobody had done that like previously and put that on music. What Sexy Red's doing right now is a sound that has already been played out. It's a sound that doesn't like, because the thing is that if people want to hear SoundCloud rap, where do they go? SoundCloud. Because SoundCloud isn't struggling currently. Like, SoundCloud is a very relevant way to go there. But my point is, if you're gonna try and put yourself in the room, especially with these female artists that have, you know, top people working with them. Look, I get your engineer is the person you came up with, but he either needs to get a fucking grip or you need to move on to somebody else, because I can't. and this might be a personal thing, and that's fine. But look, I can't.
Well,
I can't do it.
You got to also look at it like this. I don't know much about her contract or if she signed or if she's still independent. But if she signed, how much do you think a label would have signed her for? Because her engineering could have a lot to do with her budget.
Not a ton. Hold on.
What I'll say about what quickly, cool. I don't know if you know, but your camera has been off like the whole time.
Yeah,
So,
I did.
Sexy Red is signed to OpenShift J Rebel.
okay, so still kind of independent.
Yeah.
Or
So
at least like, but what I would say about that sound, and what I would say about Sexy Red is probably me speculating. I don't think artists like that truly care to be considered as one of the greats or be in the room with the greats. Like they acknowledge it when they're there, but they look at music more so as just a job. Like I don't think they look at it as like I breathe this shit. Like artists like Tyler the Creator. But Tyler is somebody who care about his art. So when you listen to Cherry Bomb, each album sounds different from the next or the last, but Cherry Bomb's mixing and mastering sounds different from all of them. And it's intentional, but it is distorted, is loud in places where you thought it wouldn't be, it's quiet in other places. Somebody described it as scatterbrain, and I thought that was perfect. But he did that on purpose. Not only do I think he mixed and mastered his own stuff, or he used to, but he looks at it as an art. I think somebody like Sexy Red looks at it as like, this is a job that pays me a lot of money. And this shit is easy. I'm a supporter. I can't say I'm a fan per se. What is it? Are you giving me this? Oh, that's what she said. Really, Kish? But it is artists like her, like you mentioned. What is the other lady? Damn, why am I forgetting her name? Ice Spice. Those artists, and I've noticed this for some time now. Their music isn't mixed and mastered to perfection like what we're used to. Like they just throw that shit out for the most part. And it's very basic mix and master. And honestly, as an artist myself, that's what's holding me back because I'm trying to get top level pro mix and mastered shit. And the only things that I've been releasing are things that don't really need that mixing and mastering. It's just to show you that I'm flexing on a beat or something. But if I want to release a single or something that's gonna like continue to grow, I want it to sound top notch. And I got the same problem that Dr. Dre and Q-Tip have. I keep trying to perfection.
Even if all of that is the case, like with the fact that she looks at it as a job and that's just kind of it, and I'll leave it at this after it. My biggest thing with it is like, if this is your job, then that's fine, and this might be easy, and that's fine. But you got to have somebody around you that's looking at trends, being like, hey, like we gotta, like if we want this money to come in, like we gotta do something. We can't just ride it this way for a while. And again, if that is not where she's at, you know, whatever. I mean, what do I fucking care? Like, yeah, I truly don't. I mean, like, what do I fucking care? You know, but like, it's really where this kind of started was like, we were like, I think it was me and Deontay, we were having a conversation about like women rappers and how they're constantly getting hated on. And I'm like, it's unfortunate because here's somebody who personally I think has the ability to be able to like be around for a little bit, and even in the capacity that she's at currently. And the thing that's holding her back is the fact that her music sounds like it's recorded on a phone, where you got these other artists who are working with her, bringing her into these sessions, you know, having her people be in contact, and they're letting this shit slide.
But here's the thing about that.
Like,
if she's gonna be
what the
around
fuck?
for if she's gonna be around for a while or not, what it's gonna become is one of those things that she's known for. And it's gonna make her beloved by some people. Because I've seen writers write about music that isn't mixed and mastered to perfection, that they consider it to be more raw and more real, more genuine, more authentic. And I understand a little bit what they're saying, because take the music that is mixed and mastered for her. A lot of time, her is immensely talented at so many different things with music, but she's so talented, and her music is mixed and mastered so well, was so amazing, that there are people seriously looking at her like, you know what? I don't know, this shit's kind of boring. But they appreciate the music that sound like is straight out of somebody's closet. What we're witnessing more and more with younger millennials, Generation Z and Generation Alpha, is they do appreciate looking at something or
Generation what?
listening to something.
Alpha, it's below Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they appreciate more looking at something and listening to something that they feel is more real than listening to something that is produced by that's produced by Ninth Wonder and mixed and mastered by Guru, the dude who do all Jay-Z shit.
Right.
Like that sounds too produced and like overproduced. It's like, nah, I don't want that. That shit seems too clean for me. Give me that shit that came out of somebody's closet.
And I think part of it is just the fact that like a lot of major media these days feels really sterile. Like,
yeah,
that's a good word for it. That's an excellent word for
it. It's one of those that a lot of the things that gets really big, like really popular media, feel sterilized. You look at a lot of famous people and it's kind of like, are they a like Barbie or Ken doll? Because they're not fucking real.
right.
So this was studied by somebody on TikTok with the videos, the difference from older millennials and Gen Z and what catches their attention. So with millennials, everything is like in a perfect frame. Their phone or laptop is sitting stationary. They're right there in front of it. And sometimes, and I even do this, sometimes it's just one take all the way through. What they said that a lot of Gen Z prefer and respond to is when somebody press record and they're moving the phone and they're trying to find a place to sit it because it seems more authentic. They would say what they're saying in one sentence, stop, they'll start the next one, which is why the camera keeps jumping like through like whatever the video is. And it's showing that they feel like it's more authentic when it's done that way. Whereas millennials, especially older millennials, like, oh, this shit needs to be glossy, it needs to be pristine, all of this. And that difference is coming through in the music.
Well, and then there's also the fact that like millennials, when we were originally recording content, editing software sucked.
Yeah.
You did it once. Like you had one take. That was going to be your final take eventually. Because you didn't want to deal with the editing software that existed when we were young.
The recording software either.
No, like any of it. All of it sucked. You didn't want to do it. And it led to a very different recording style.
And
yeah,
shit,
Sean, that makes a lot of sense to me
that
too.
does make a lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie.
Think about it. How video games have become so like HD and real looking versus I used to have a blast on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and his fingers didn't even move. It's like they would just block. It's like,
and you know, it's crazy because like I feel like there was like a time where I really appreciated like music like that. And I think that's when like I was coming around a lot to like, that was like my first year teaching. Like that was when like I really like started to really appreciate like Chief Keef a lot more. When I started to appreciate like X and Ski Mask, and Suicide Boys and all those people that like there were like major like imperfections in what was going on, but the emotion was coming through in such a strong way that it didn't matter what it sounded like. So I think that's a fair point. However, I go and I look at what I've been listening to recently. So if I go in my like fucking on repeat, I'm gonna skip that one because I'm not having that conversation again. Earl Sweatshirt, Rock Marciano, Future, Action Bronson, skipping that one. MF Doom, Lupe Fiasco, Travis Scott, West Side Gun, like all these people that put like a lot of fucking time and effort into their music. And that's just where I'm at right now. So I'm glad I got to do this because it makes me kind of sit there and go, okay, I kind of get it. Like after like talking about it and hearing what y'all are saying, I kind of get it a little bit. And I think it just comes down to this is just a me thing. And I'm still standing behind fuck the engineer. Sexy rap. I'm not changing my mind. I want everybody to know just because I'm sitting there being
why
like,
some people
oh,
might
I get it. And I get why I was not gonna change, but fuck that guy. I hope he don't work for nobody else. Personally, I think he's trash. He ain't even trying. He waking up 3 a.m. being like, "Oh shit, I haven't even sent this in yet. Let me just send what I got." Fuck you, dude.
But
like,
why you,
fuck
let
you.
me just take time to say, for all the Kendrick Lamar fans, that's probably why he doesn't drop a lot of music. Because when his first album, it was real professional, engineered, all that, and then later on he tried to drop Untitled Unmastered, and it just kind of people were like, huh? But I could tell that's the type of music he probably wanted to make. Like that's the style of engineering that he probably liked. Imagine how much time it takes for them to do a Kendrick Lamar song with all the beat change ups and the interludes and the like, bro.
I love the videos of the Kendrick, the people who's like being an engineer for Kendrick Lamar, and it's like, all right, I want to turn down my vocals here, put in like a bird sound, like we're gonna fade out here. I'm gonna come back in like at this octave. It's like what the, and that's like in a span of like 10 seconds. But okay, I'll have something new to hate on next week. That was my 5 minutes of hate. Oh boy, here we go.
Hey y'all, we got him out of jail.
We got him out of jail. Here he is. There we go. Lionel's out of jail.
I will never, ever, ever ask a fucking Swiss police officer to let me hold $40 until tomorrow. That shit was a bad idea.
What?
That ain't what you went to jail for. You want to know what you went to jail for?
What I went to jail for?
You went to jail because you sent a steak back to Longhorn and turned out the cook was a cop.
They should have sent you to jail for that whack ass hat you wearing.
I don't even too fun. Look, my hat. Look, this is the nicest fucking bucket hat I've ever had.
What's the
J.E.
Come off mute, because I need
this shit is like comfy. Like this is a comfortable hat.
Hold up, Lionel. I'm here, but the reason why I'm on mute is because I messed up something with my logs and I'm trying to fix it. So, yeah.
Okay.
The video, the music video of the nigga with the flow was moving.
What?
What?
The flow
That's
was moving?
Jamiroquai.
There you go. Jamiroquai looking ass nigga.
Go look the song is Virtual Insanity.
Okay. Anyway, welcome, Lionel. Welcome to the show. I'm glad we got you out of jail.
I'm late, people. In reality, I had a business meeting that I was in the middle of
at Longhorn. Believe me, we know.
At Texas Road, actually at Texas Roadhouse, but
the country fried
steak sirloin is delicious.
Okay.
This so far, we started off talking about Logic, the artist, and Yeah, we had that same opinion, kind of. And then it moved into Sean's new segment, which was
my 5 minutes of hate.
5 minutes of
Don't
hating
tell
on-
me. Time out. Was this 5 minutes of hate, Drake?
No.
No.
Oh no, I can't hate on Drake for
You ain't
5
gonna-
minutes. I need an episode for that one. You can't.
Who is he hating on?
Sexy Red's engineer. Sexy Red's engineer.
Okay,
Yeah,
I can live with that hate.
So
I need a
You don't
haircut,
like-
y'all.
he said it sounded like she recorded her music on the iPhone.
on iPhone,
Fucking
shit
Samsung
aggravating.
Galaxy
Shit.
You said a Galaxy X?
Truly.
S7.
Look, that shit sounds horrible, and I hate it because, like, again, she actually isn't like terribly, like, she's not terrible. I mean, again, she don't appeal to me, but I'm not about to go back into this 5
Hey.
minutes. You were late. You don't get to hear it again. You gotta,
It was fucking catchy though. I'm just saying.
huh? Which one?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
I'll just go
Keep
back
going,
and
keep
watch it.
going.
I don't know which one he said was catchy. All right. So next
know
thing we're gonna move into Jay-E's is doing his stuff because the other two things are on Jay-E's stuff. We haven't touched this in a while. Unpopular music opinions.
Ooh.
Unpopular music opinions. Anybody
I
Anybody
have
wanna
one,
start?
but it's not for music, but how people listen to music. And it's for me personally.
I'll take it.
I never got into using Spotify. I don't like it.
Me neither.
Hot take, will almost always use Pandora because I hate making a playlist.
What is this? 2012?
Pandora?
My password hasn't changed for Pandora.
What is it? What is this? 2012?
Use Apple Music.
I cannot fit, like, using Spotify, and I get the point. I do, but I cannot stand making playlists or having to go search for my music, which is part of the process of using Spotify. And the way I listen to music is not that way. And Lionel and Sean know this. The way I listen to music is very random. It's not
whatever we're listening to.
well, that's fair. Like, the way I listen to music and the way I learn about music specifically is very random. Usually it's through friends. These days, sometimes it's through TikTok, but it's never intentional. I don't usually go looking for new music. So the process of using Spotify doesn't make sense for me because I like listening to the same things.
Hey, cool. I want you to put this in your head, all right? In 2014, we had Jennifer listening to Kevin Gates.
What?
Did you hear what I said? I don't think you heard me. Sean, should I say it again?
Say it again.
Say it again. Braylon Suttle. Lewis Suttle. I'm gonna do the full name. In 2014, we had Jennifer listening to Kevin Gates.
What was the first song?
No one.
But I think the funniest example of the music that I listened to with Lionel and Sean, I do not remember what song was playing, but Sean and I were walking on rounds and I started humming and Sean turns around and goes, "You know that?" I'm like, "You listen to it all the time. Of course I know it."
Oh, when To Pimp a Butterfly came out, she was a Kendrick fan. When Dirty Sprite 2 came out, she was a Future fan.
Yeah, and like, I think I have a Kendrick station on my Pandora, so he goes into my shuffle. But it's the way I listen to music is very different, so I don't use Spotify.
I can understand people not using Spotify. Granted, I've had Spotify since like 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
Like, I've always had Spotify, so it's just like second nature. Like, I hate it when they like change up features and shit.
I've had my Pandora for so long that there is no numbers or capital letters in my password.
Sheesh.
I'm still trying to fix this shit, but I want to say this. Lyfe Jennings is overrated. I knew that nigga couldn't sing when other people were saying he could. And so now when people find out that nigga can't sing and his music is very basic, the writing fucking sucks. Lyfe Jennings is the worst.
he had that one joint that Must Be Nice joint. That joint was hit. But
Must
after
Be
that,
Nice.
I can't name another.
Must Be Nice is the worst piece of shit that I've heard.
What? Wait, hold on. Who is this?
Lyfe Jennings.
Must be
Lyfe Jennings. I don't know who that is.
Hey, Buddy do sound like he got.
Consider yourself blessed.
Damn, this
that
is aggressive.
That was very aggressive.
He said, "Consider yourself blessed."
Can we have an interlude where we let Sean listen to that song so we can get his opinion? Because I think
I'll play it. I mean, we can play it. We just
no, we can't play it. We get DMCA. It's not like we make no money off of this shit anyway.
We'll just
but here, I'll pause it.
It'll probably mute it on YouTube anyway when it gets to that part.
But all we got to do is put the song in the description.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, I won't hear it on yours, so
no, just listen to it on your own time, Sean. I tell you what, we can't. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I got an unpopular opinion.
Wait. Must be, just to give you a definition of what description of what Must Be Nice is. Must Be Nice is a nigga whining about being single while looking at everybody else in happy relationships when it's very likely that nigga is the problem. So it must be nice that everybody else ain't got to deal with your weak ass. That's what's going on.
Hold on, wait.
Must be nice.
Hold on, I'm gonna plug into this right now while y'all talking.
Look, yeah. Let's give Sean a few minutes. Like, let Sean is on listening break. So I feel really bad like saying this right now. Well, no, actually, you know what? I don't think it's that bad. Y'all know who I've been listening to for these past like 3 weeks?
Taylor Swift.
Yeet.
I don't want to talk about Yeet.
Bro.
I've been listening to Yeet for like I look at this point. I don't think it's rap, but it's been when I've been up here in Minnesota, bro. I've been blasting Yeet.
So is your unpopular opinion that music
Yeet is no? I ain't got no unpopular opinion. It's just an observation.
Hold on, I just want to say, 42 seconds in, this man cannot sing. I just want that very clear.
Whole song, Sean. I
just want that clear.
Because I'm singing it in my head. And yeah, dude sounds like...
Must be nice. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. This man cannot sing. Get the fuck.
J.E.'s also maybe a little bit of a hater.
They had the nerve to put this nigga on a song with Fantasia. That's what they did.
He's singing.
As though he was on her level. They had the nerve, the unmitigated gall, the audacity that they bought on discount to put that nigga on that song.
You know why they did that? Because he's singing like he thinks he's Fantasia. That's he's singing. You know the people that sing like the ones that think they know how to sing, so they're like, I'm gonna do all the stuff that the professional singers do.
Yes,
that's what he sounds like right now.
And look, here's the thing:
he over here trying to put vibrato in his voice, and I don't know why the fuck he's trying to do it. Like
another thing about him is I don't have a problem with people being arrogant, even if they suck at what they do. However, when you say some shit to let me know how arrogant you are, and I think you suck, it's only gonna make it worse. This nigga has the confidence of Damian Lillard. That's exactly who he think he is to sing it. No, nigga, you are not. So when
I can't get through the song, y'all. I can't get through the song.
When people started calling you out recently because of how bad you was singing, you got beside yourself and jumped on social media and said, this is why you don't come around and talk like, yeah, nigga, we liked it that way. Go back to hiding. Get out of here.
Jeez. Hold on, Jay. So if you're going to say that about Lyfe Jennings, we got to say that about Keith Sweat.
We do.
We got to say that.
You can say that about Keith Sweat, but the only thing that saves Keith Sweat is he wrote really good music.
He can write.
For him and other people. You can't say that for Lyfe Jennings with his crayons.
I'm not gonna be here for long.
Can I read? Can I read this? Hold on, because this Lyfe Jennings person is really getting to me. Can I read the first sentence of his Spotify biography, Jays? I think you'll love this.
Please.
I think you'll love it. You ready?
Sean has become Jay.
Sad world. We can't have two things on this call.
Hold on. An R&B outlier.
That's true.
Outlier?
Stop right there.
Outlier with me that you're special.
Everybody else is right here, and he's more yeah.
No, don't put him up anywhere. Put that nigga over there.
Who wrote this? Did he write this? No, this is this dude that writes all the stuff. Okay, so this is because sometimes Spotify lets the artist write them, but in this case, nah, he didn't write this. They wrote it for him. But hold up. An R&B outlier, Lyfe Jennings has set himself apart as a self-produced singer and guitarist who balances love songs with acute societal observations, wisdom regarding day-to-day life and romance, and unflinching reflections on his personal struggles. Sounds like they're trying to make him into like a fucking like
Miles had
a motivational speaker. Like, what are we doing?
Had a better Spotify intro.
Jenna, you listen to the song? No. Okay, hold on.
They tried to make that nigga sound like he was Bob Dylan.
The stations that make my Pandora shuffle for the people that are not aware of how I listen to music.
I just unpaused the song and it was like, it's someone you know. I'm like, why are we doing that? We can't. We don't need to be doing.
I'm not ready. Hey, so Sean, to make things worse, he has a song. He has a song where he's urging teenage girls to not lose their virginity.
Yeah.
And they played that shit on the radio.
They did.
That bullshit. And they lifted that song up as though it was something to be played in schools and shit all the time. Like they made this nigga a hero for saying basic shit in a song. That's his whole career.
This man has definitely had sex with a teenager. I just want that to be clear. I just want that to be real fucking clear.
We're not gonna say that, but we can kind of.
I'm gonna say it because I don't know this man.
Maybe he wanted to be Fantasia secretly. Because I also heard making Runaway Love, which was better than what he tried to do.
Who made Runaway Love?
You remember that? That was on the radio too.
Give me a little bit of it.
This motherfucker thinks he's R. Kelly. I swear to God, this is crazy.
Because I think Ludacris made Runaway.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I don't know if she was featured or if it was her song. But yeah, Ludacris was on it.
I think it was Ludacris and Mary J. Blige. I'm almost positive. I bet
someone as mighty as a lion but gentle as a bluebird. Please get the fuck out of here. Please get the fuck out of here.
What you did? You see what you did?
There's still 2 minutes left of the song.
And you know what's crazy?
That's a damn shame.
I'm dying. I'm like sweating. This
All right,
is
Sean,
like
you can stop.
I'm not
Thank
listening.
God. No, don't listen to the song. That was horrible. Yes, it is.
Don't.
Yes, it is.
Look, Sean.
And that's that nigga's most popular song.
He's not even singing on beat either. I just want that to be clear too.
Oh, that would drive me up a wall.
Y'all gonna get off like Uncle Lyfe. Uncle Lyfe ain't do nothing to y'all, man. He made
the shitty ass song. He made a shitty ass song of what he did.
That nigga singing is what he did to me.
This ain't an unpopular opinion. This is an unpopular opinion. This is unpopular.
Oh, they tried to run me straight up out of a TikTok live last week for talking about this.
Bro, this man cannot sing.
To be fair, we do not use TikTok users as a judge of what is good.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to point out. I would like to point out a minute ago, you said that you had read a study that someone did on TikTok, and I just want you to hear those words said back to yourself.
That was interesting.
Okay, I want you to hear that information.
Like, as a whole, we don't trust TikTok.
Okay, I just want that because you said that, I almost went, really?
I follow several professors on TikTok that share their research, which is the only reason I say that.
Yes.
Okay. I just put Lyfe Jennings on the list because I cannot believe.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, next week we are creating an official list, and this list will be published. So
yes.
If you want somebody added to the list, put them on the list and give us a brief description, no more than 50 words, because I ain't reading all that shit on why somebody should be added to the list. And if you're that person that somebody wrote, to be added to the list. If you give me 50 words why you should be added to the list, I'll add the person who wanted you on the list to the list.
I'm not adding Lyfe Jennings to that list. No.
Why
No,
not?
because that list is too good for that nigga. That list is way too good. No.
I don't know, because we got the guy on there that was sitting there talking about King Kong threw the spear at the fucking sky and broke the sky, and it's not even a metaphor. That's just King Kong describing what's happening in the fucking world today, which is just insane to me. But and the different layers of the sky, was that what it was? Like whatever the fuck that was. Cool, you sitting there looking at me crazy, like you ain't the one that fucking shared that shit. So I don't know why you sitting there looking at me like I'm the crazy one here.
I was actually reading the lyrics to the song.
This song is trash.
Just thinking to myself, like, I really thought this was good.
Can we add the song to the list, Jay?
He wrote this. No, because he wrote the song. I guarantee he wrote the song.
Yes, he did.
Because this is fucking terrible.
Yes, he did.
This is fucking terrible. Fuck everything. Huh?
You know what his appeal was is Lyfe Jennings is real. Lyfe Jennings is really from the streets, and he's saying,
he real ass. That's what he is.
Now,
He's real ass.
You know what? I'm with y'all on this because you want to know who was real? Anthony Hamilton. That man ain't even have a beard, and he tried faithfully to grow it out.
Man, come on, bro. Wait a minute.
Hey, I kind of side with Anthony Hamilton because look, I got this little piece of hair that won't grow.
Why are we doing Anthony Hamilton like that? Come on.
Hey, what's interesting about Anthony Hamilton? What's interesting about Anthony Hamilton?
God.
Especially in terms of verses, because he had that verses against Music Soul Child. What's interesting is Mario had a verses against Omario. Leading into both of these verses, people was like, "Oh yeah, Mario got that."
Oh,
with Music Soul Child and Anthony Hamilton, it was like, "Oh yeah, Music got that." When they got on that stage, Anthony Hamilton is a performer's performer.
Yeah, Anthony Hamilton.
As well as Mario. Music Soul Child, love his music, love his pen, not so much of a performer, not so much of a live singer either.
So, I just want to say for the record, Anthony Hamilton has a song out with DaBaby.
He does. And that should have never happened. So I hate that you reminded me because I tried to forget that happened. That should have never happened. And that song is horrible.
Point of information.
The video is even worse.
Must Be Nice was written by Chester Jennings, who is Lyfe Jennings. Produced
this nigga's name is Chester.
By Chester Jennings.
Chester the molester?
What you ain't got to do that.
Chester the court jester.
Bullshit.
Chester the court
jester. Somebody convinced me this man has not talked to underage women because I cannot get behind that fucking.
I was just saying, Chester is on the list of names of niggas I would never trust.
I can't.
You thought it was cool. You thought
right
it was
up there
cool
with Ernest.
Spell Lyfe. You thought it was cool to spell Lyfe Lyfe. Really? That's edgy. I'm a Lyfe with a Y.
I just want to point out I knew two people in my hometown named Chester and Ernest, and I was friends with both of them, and they were both cool dudes.
Would you trust them today with $30,000 of your cash money?
Chester, no. Ernest, yes. Chester, no.
Lyfe
Chester, no.
Lyfe spelled with a Y for your stage name is exactly what I expect Chester to do.
I mean, I just want you to know, when I typed in Lyfe Jennings, I typed in Life, and when it came up Lyfe, I said, okay, so this is what we're doing. I said, okay, this is what we're doing.
He thought that meant something.
I just want to say, I had no idea who this person was until this podcast, and now I hate them.
And I'm sorry.
And now I hate them. Now I hate him. I now have hate in my heart for this person, and that's unfortunate.
Who is on the list? It's whoever was giving Jay shit for liking this person.
Yeah, like truly, I want to know who you think is a good singer, because if you put him up there, that's crazy. I could sing better than that.
Can we add Chester Jennings to the list?
Yes.
No. That nigga's not in the list at all.
Can we just add the name to the list?
Can we just add the name Chester to the list? Anybody named Chester?
Add that nigga to the darkness. Do that so that we never see him again. Get that nigga up out of here.
Okay, all right, okay. I don't think
start a new list. Call it Darkness.
All right, all right. Hold on. I think
y'all can't tell me that Lyfe Jennings ain't coming on the one of J.E.'s posted. It just ticked him off because he won extra.
No,
I'll tell you what. Lyfe Jennings is. You know how we normally say these people probably aren't watching our podcast. Lyfe Jennings might watch our podcast. That's how relevant
he might be watching
that
motherfucker.
I just want to say.
Much.
I just want to say.
Especially since nobody's booking them shows.
Can we name this episode Lyfe Jennings?
We're going to have to. I think at this point. I mean, we've spent... this is... Look, I just went for unpopular music opinions. I didn't expect this to turn into fuck Lyfe Jennings hour.
So how...
I mean, goddamn.
How do you have a show where people realize you can't sing and fill up all social media talking about how you can't sing? You fight back, go on stage again and sound worse. No. All the way up out of here.
He did this?
Yes, earlier this year, and hasn't performed again since because he said he was going to go away for a while to get away from all the negativity. No, nigga, you can't run from the truth.
Who the hell?
Bitch ass.
No.
Hey, let's move on, man. Jay, you got a 2 minutes whack or something, bro? Put a smile on your face, bro.
Man, damn.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm still over here trying to fix my laws, man. That nigga got me here. Yo, let me go back on mute. Try to fix it.
Okay, so let's finish the unpopular beat. So we got Jen that only uses Pandora. Jay's hates Lyfe Jennings. I mean, and now I do too. So
I'm just saying, Sean, Lyfe Jennings will wear the same hat that you wearing.
He would.
Yeah, and I'll wear. And I'll wear it fucking better. And I'll wear it better.
You my boy. I love you.
I'll wear it better.
You are my brother, but Lyfe Jennings will wear that motherfucker.
I wear it better. He will absolutely wear that. I wear it better.
I wear it better.
You my brother, bro. I love you, boy. I'm saying.
I wear it better.
That's all I'm saying.
I wear it better.
That's.
I'm not taking the bucket out of it. It's not happening.
I ain't telling you to take the hat off.
It's not happening.
I'm just saying Lyfe Jennings might wear that motherfucker just like you wearing it. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, that's all. Who else? Lionel, what's your unpopular music opinion? Yours was Yeet? You listen to Yeet? Oh, that's your unpopular opinion? I don't think that's very unpopular. Oh, a lot. Okay. Now we're moving into the direction. There we go. Can you explain to me what you like about Yeet?
The fact that he's not saying shit.
Not a fuck thing.
Shit to a beat that's kind of fire. If you didn't notice, if y'all have noticed, I changed the intro of the show to a Yeet type beat. And then went pew.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess. I mean, I think I associate a lot of other people with music that Yeet makes besides Yeet, but might be a different conversation. I will say this though, whatever song he has with Drake, I like that song, not because I like the song itself, but because
of the video. Drake.
Well, I mean that and the video that I sent you. I don't know.
Yeah,
you saw the Money for Fun. That shit was fucking hilarious. That is the funniest fucking thing.
They've been clowning Drake on the internet lately.
I know,
and the song ain't really that bad. It really wasn't that bad of a ad lib. Really,
it's the fact that the part that everybody doesn't like is when he pretty much said the words with Yeet, and they like
Money for Fun. Look, I feel like that's my problem. Is for some reason he just took all the bass out of his voice. Money for Fun. Like, why did we do that? Why did we?
Do it again, but hold your nose.
Money for Fun.
I fucks with some Drake music. Specifically, I'm one of the few people who like some of the singing shit, like Passion Fruit. Passion Fruit is
my jam.
But when somebody like Drake think is necessary and okay to take a shot at a world-class musician like Esperanza Spalding, then it's time for you to just go. It's time for you to turn that mic off. Look,
okay.
I watched very, very closely this lady build an album from scratch. We're not talking about somebody who has the beats made for her. No, she wrote all the lyrics right there in front of us. She composed the music that was in it, all of the parts, all the drum, piano, guitars, all of that, her bass, all of that. She did the melodies. When she was recording these songs, before she had words, she was just singing the melodies and came back and filled the words in. She recorded Exposure over 77 consecutive hours, nonstop, a live stream the entire time. We even seen where she went to the room where she fell asleep for like, 3 or 4 hours in between all of this. And this is who you got a problem with? Yeah, just go away, Drake. You said you was gonna go away. You should have went away before you put this album out. Go away.
I'm just gonna say this. Please do not make me go on a Drake tangent because I will.
Drake?
My apologies. Don't
man,
do
hide the keys with world hide the keys.
Who was the artist that he
took
their vocal, put it on that album, and this is the second time he's done it.
It is from a band, a duo from the 80s. I know the song. It's an amazing song. It's on one of my playlists. I forget the name of the group, but I think it's called West Side Girls.
West End Girls.
West End Girls.
Oh, the Pet Shop Boys. Pet Shop Boys.
Pet Shop Boys. What I say? West Side Boys?
Yeah.
Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah. That song is amazing.
Hey, bro, that shit is a low-key fucking, like...
That's my dad's favorite song. So when I saw that, I was like, damn.
It's amazing.
Like 10 minutes, like 2-3 minutes later, you're like, damn, this shit actually kind of...
No, it's a real fucking good song. Don't say a fuck thing in the song. Don't say a fuck thing in the song. East End towns are that I want. East End boys, West End girls. What the fuck are you talking about? Drugs. That's what you're talking about. Drugs. Drugs. That's all anybody in the 80s was talking about.
Go back and listen to it. West End, bro.
West End Girls, fantastic song. Fantastic song. Now, wait, are you talking about the Drake song or the Pet Shop? Okay, I was about to say the Drake song. I mean, we're not. I mean, I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do that today. We're just gonna leave that. I will sponsor. You know, I was gonna make my my hosted episode about like probably education or something. Honestly, I might make it about Drake. I might just do it.
I knew Sean didn't like Drake when Too Sexy first came out. And Girls Like Girls.
Oh my God.
Do you understand how pissed off?
Girls like girls.
Do you understand how pissed off I got when he said, "Oh girl, you a lesbian, me too"? Do you understand how pissed I got? I literally so I do this with almost every Drake album. I take about a week and I go, this is gonna be the trashiest fucking thing I listen to. But I prep myself for a fucking week and say, I have to listen to it. I have to. Because if I'm going to be the proper hater that I need to listen to the music. I still haven't listened to the Dogs one yet. I still haven't made it there.
All the Dogs?
I still haven't listened to it yet. I would like to point out as well, every time I've done this, I have not made it through the album. I just want to throw that out there. So when CLB came out, I was like, let me listen to it. And I listened to it and I made it to that part and I paused the song. I looked at the lyrics. I rewinded it just to make sure. And I took my headphones out and I didn't listen to music for like the next 2 hours because I was so pissed off. Because either Drake is a woman and that's fine and I have no problem with that, or Drake has a middle school understanding of sexuality, and I'm willing to go with the second one.
So really quickly, before I get to my Drake point, I just want to say what I was doing just for the listening audience. I'm a truck driver, and a lot of the things that we have to do around our logs, that shit can not only get you in trouble, but can get the company in trouble. And if shit isn't listed in there properly, if you forget to log out or some shit like that, it can really mess up everything. So I just had to go in the matrix and figure out the exact times I did this and did that and certify all that shit. And it's whatever. That's what
Are you still on paper logs?
No. We're using a system now called Samsara. So, yeah. Now, if I was using paper logs, I wouldn't have this problem because I can just write that shit down. But yeah, that's what I was doing.
Switch to something more user-friendly like Geotab or PeopleNet.
I used PeopleNet before. People Net is cool. I like People Net. I'm this Sam Sarah thing is new to me. My Drake point is at this point, he's just throwing shit at the wall. I don't even think Drake is trying anymore.
No.
There was a time when Drake shit was pristine. The last time.
Can you name that time for me, please?
The last time was Nothing Was the Same. That album is amazing.
That album is amazing. Probably
the album is really good. I would not call it pristine.
After Nothing Was the Same, he had a few cuts here and there. Views got a few cuts here and there.
Views is trash.
Wow.
Views is not only trash, it is one of the most trash things that he's ever put out. And it is the beginning of me sitting there saying, this dude does not even fucking care about music at this point.
You ain't listening to For All the Dogs, man.
since we here, let's go through this discography real quick.
I was gonna say this will go for a while. I would not.
Jay's,
you know what? I'll take your word for it.
Jay's, I am a professional. I don't think you understand.
He is.
I'm a professional.
I saw.
All right. Okay. So one last question: Did you at least like early Drake?
You talking about the first two albums, or not the first two?
Everything before Nothing Was the Same.
Everything before Nothing Was the Same. I didn't like whatever the first one was with the Drake letters are like falling. I like a couple of songs off of that one. And then I liked
Vegas was on there. Yeah.
And then I like Take Care. And I like Nothing Was the Same. And I'll tell you this, I'm starting to come around to If You're Reading This Is Too Late. I'm starting to come around to that one a little bit more. However, even when that was the case, like, I still really like, even when Drake first came out and everybody was like, Nothing Was the Same, Take Care, like, these are the like best two going on right now. I still at the time was like, I don't really fuck with this guy. Like, I don't really give a damn. Like, I don't think he's that good. So I never was a person that was ever on Drake. I always thought he was a bitch, personally.
I can
there's never been a time that I've ever said that I like Drake. That's never happened in my life.
Okay.
Shit popular. Very, very popular. And we just so happen to start having celebrity guests. He's gonna be the first one, and you better stand on the hall.
Oh my God. Do you know how much I would pay to get in Drake's face to be like, motherfucker, everything that you have put out is trash?
You know what?
And I want you to tell me why.
No, if I had a chance to talk to him, I don't want to talk about music. I want to talk about one thing that he thought was necessary for him to talk about when he put this album out. A 30-some-year-old man has no business texting a 14-year-old girl.
If we get into that conversation, I'm gonna punch him in the face. So I just want that to be clear.
Can we move on,
bro?
Drake?
I can understand if she's a fan and she's some kind of way got your information. You say, you know what? I just wanted to send you a message. I like Stranger Things. I heard you like my music. Great. Continue rising. Continue blowing up. You're amazing already. Beautiful. Bam. Last message ever. But to talk every once in a while about like her dating life and shit, bro. No, and you called us weirdos for thinking that was weird?
Listen, I knew he was weird when remember, think about the Drake duos that have lasted that I did not think would last. For example, him and 21 Savage, and the other example is him and Lil Yachty.
Oh yeah.
Those are very two different extremes. It's like, what? How did?
Well, no. One thing you have to remember about Drake, Drake has an affinity for Southern hip hop because of his family in Tennessee. So that's how that whole Drake and Future thing worked. That's how Drake and Wayne and Baby worked, and all of these other Southern artists.
I mean, I was gonna say Drake has an affinity for whatever's popping, and it just so happens that Southern hip hop has been popping for the past couple of years. I don't disagree with that.
I don't disagree with that.
I don't know if he necessarily gives two fucks about any form of music personally.
That's his key to longevity. That is his key to longevity that people haven't noticed.
I can give him that. He
said that people haven't noticed. That's all I ever hear about is who he fucking stole from.
No, not even stealing music from, but
collab. No. Just like, riding the wave.
JB Block
Can we
Boy.
move on from Drake?
Block Boy JB. He just collabed with every new artist, whether they
Block Boy JB is the trashiest fucking artist in music right now.
But Drake hopped on that song. And and I agree with
he was good on that song.
And they didn't do nothing for him.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Drake carried that song.
Yeah. That hook
he did, because the
it's like that hook was dope.
Else like Future blew up, Migos blew up, City Girls blew up. Block Boy JB is like, boy, how do you drop that ball?
Drake had a joint with Rich Boy early on that didn't go anywhere. But it was
point out, you said Future. Hold on, time out. You just said Future blew up. I just want to point out, Future did not need Drake.
He didn't, but you can't say that.
I just want that to be very, very clear.
Wait, no. The Future, you're right. Future didn't need Drake, like need him, but it did put Future in a different category.
It did,
just by being next to Drake. It
Future
did
was hot.
Can we move on from Drake?
Yeah.
Can we move on from Drake?
Yeah. See, this is how you know he's so on top of the game, even when you don't like him, you end up talking about him.
Yeah, I can give him this credit. And early,
the only reason he comes up in my conversations because every time somebody brings him up to me, I'm like, "Fuck this dude," and I'm gonna tell you all the reasons why.
Can we move on from Drake? Can we?
I'll keep going. I'm telling you.
Can we talk about swag? Can we talk about swag?
Do the 2-minute swag, please. I'm telling you right now.
Come on, give me some swag.
Next album. I swear, I promise we're gonna be on the next. Watch.
If we on the next album, boy, you thought I was a Drake hater before. Holy shit!
We need to move on.
What? Oh man!
We do 2-minute swag.
What?
Did you do trivia or top 5?
No, we didn't do top 5 or trivia.
Neither was prepped.
Okay, I got both.
Okay, we can do that.
Wait. One day we're also going to talk about how often the things that I post on Facebook get stolen without me getting credit.
Oh, but, yeah, I can attest to that personally.
Yeah,
probably Drake.
I'm also seeing somebody in whom I vaguely know who their popular posts are all posts that they literally copy and paste. Literally.
Yeah. It's a couple of guys in I know right now that do that.
Bro, they do it freaking, you know why.
Come up with an original thought, buddy.
Engagements and stuff. But just for the record, right before we get to the swag, just to throw it out there, we can talk about it at a later time. My unpopular opinion was Schoolboy Q sounds better than Kendrick. All right, we can move on.
What the no, wait a minute.
No, move on. That's a whole nother episode right there.
His sound. I like his sound.
You know what? You're right. I'm trying to find my background music, but
because at that point we gotta have a deciding factor. Because I know where I'm at in that argument. I know where Sean's probably going to be at, and it's going to be 2-2. So Jen's going to be the tiebreaker. So Jen has to listen to Schoolboy. So we're going to need. It's not necessarily going to be a tiebreaker. We're going to need a little bit of an unbiased opinion.
We might need Melody here for that.
It's going to have to be Jennifer. So Jennifer's going to be listening to Schoolboy Q while she does her legal shit.
You know what? Instead of background music, I'm not going to do that. I got an idea for that. I'll talk about that later. But yes, let's go ahead and get into this 2-minute swag. Some interesting things going on this week, especially with some of the stat lines that I'm going to read off. But as always, to begin, the SWAC, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Oh, wait a minute. I just tripped all the way. What is that? Oh, I keep getting these calls that I don't know who they think they're calling. But every time, recently I've been getting them and just cursing out whoever is on the other end. So
that ain't swag.
Yeah, they ain't swag.
If those phone calls is swag, ain't swag.
They ain't swag. Kenan Thompson, this last Saturday Night Live over the weekend, did Deion Sanders. The shit was hilarious. It was hilarious because what he said about Jackson State is the same thing I said about Jackson State. We'll get to that. The SWAC, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, is considered one of the premier HBCU conferences in the country. and currently ranks among the elite in the nation in terms of HBCU alumni playing with professional sports teams. For complete coverage of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, please swallow, pause, as they say. Please follow the SWAC on social media at the SWAC on Twitter, the SWAC on Facebook, and the SWAC on Instagram, or visit the official home of the Southwestern Athletic Conference at www.swac.org. Before we get into it, yes, I say Twitter. I refuse to say X because that's bullshit, and I don't like that bullshit person. So if you hear me saying Twitter, I'm saying it with my whole chest. All right. So this week's stars in the SWAC, we're going to begin with Alabama A&M's Xavier Lankford. We're also going to talk about Texas Southern's Jacob Williams, as well as Ladarius Owens, along with Mississippi Valley State's Tygerian Williams. Beginning with Lankford, he helped the Bulldogs to their first win over Grambling State since 2011. He rushed 16 times for 193 yards and 2 touchdowns. He averaged 12 yards a carry, while also passing the ball for 127 yards and 1 passing touchdown. I don't know what that dude had before the game. I'm now worried as an Alabama State fan for the Magic City Classic. That's somebody to be looking out for. Next, Jacob Williams from Texas Southern. He led the game with 13 tackles, 2 of those tackles for loss, 2 pass breakups, and check this out, a forced fumble and a 95-yard return. As they claimed their first conference win, way too deep in the season to be doing that. They defeated Bethune-Cookman 34-31. Bethune-Cookman is really going through it this season. They see who's on your bench to look forward to next season at this point, if we're being honest. Also, for Texas Southern, Ladarius Owens. Owens contributed 4 kickoff returns for 142 yards, with the longest of which being 49 yards. He averaged 35 yards per return. And along with that, 163 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Look, I'm going to talk about that later. So let's get to the last part, because that part is really interesting to me. Lastly, Mississippi Valley State, Tygerian Williams, passed for 265 yards while going 19 for 29 with 3 touchdowns to help Mississippi Valley State claim a 42-17 homecoming win over Arkansas Pine Bluff. He's a newcomer. We haven't mentioned him so far this season. To have a game like that, to be considered pretty much a breakout game, is going to be interesting to watch going forward. But for now, that is your 2-minute SWAC. In terms of closing arguments, though, well, not arguments, comments. Look, I don't know how this score for Texas Southern and Bethune-Cookman is only 34-31. When you consider 142 yards total, like well for just from kickoff returns, and 163 rushing yards with 3 rushing touchdowns, he averaged 35 yards per return. And on the other side, on the defensive side, you have Williams with 13 tackles, 2 for loss, and a 95-yard return. I don't know what happened where this game was 34-31. I don't know if they let up off the gas, because I didn't see this game. I did see that Alabama A&M game versus Grambling State. I don't know if Texas let up off the gas, or if there was a lot of mistakes in this game outside of those two performing the way that they did. But 163 rushing yards to go along with your 142 return yards. If I'm Bethune-Cookman and I'm looking at the sheet, I'm looking at the stats and stuff from this past weekend, everybody's running laps the entire week.
I'll tell you exactly how you get a score like that, and this goes back to a game I watched when I was at Mobile, and a particular individual by the name of Dre Archer played for Kent State, and when I tell you that motherfucker ran all over the field, Lionel, you were there for that one, huh? Yeah, when I tell you that motherfucker ran all over the field, but he was the only one running all over the field. I mean, he had to have at least 250 return yards, 3 touchdowns, like 100 rush yards. Like, I mean, it was just this man was everywhere.
Only time I've seen something like that was in high school, where I seen Julio Jones play. I seen him play on the return team, then play wide receiver, played a little bit of quarterback, then turned right around on defense, played corner and linebacker.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we watched him the whole night like, nah, man, that man ain't sweat like that. Ain't no way.
So, did you say Tajarian Williams?
Yes.
The freshman?
Is he freshman? Let's see. Because I don't know his classification.
Okay. Tajarian Williams played at Aliceville High School.
Yo. And Aliceville is a powerhouse.
Coached by Grady Griffin.
Okay, now.
So, for those of you who don't know Grady Griffin, I coached under Grady Griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grady Griffin, Alabama State alum, played football at Alabama State. He coached at Francis from 2015 to 2017 or 2016 to 2018.
You're 100% correct. 6'3", 240. Damn.
Who? Tajarian or Grady Griffin?
Tajarian.
Yeah.
Grady Griffin.
Aliceville.
Damn.
And he didn't ran over us. He didn't ran over Francis, and he didn't ran over Hatch.
Yes, he did.
And now he's running over the SWAC.
Now he's running over the SWAC. So who is SWAC? Tajarian Williams is SWAC.
Yeah.
Tajarian Williams is SWAC.
That motherfucker SWAC is a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If he ain't SWAC, who is SWAC?
And just for that, real quick, let me look at the standings to see how much has changed, because the only thing remains the same is Florida A&M is above everybody here. Even with that performance by Tajarian, they don't look good this season at all. One win, and that was this past one. Bethune-Cookman is at the bottom of everything. Well, no, them and Arkansas Pine Bluff. All of the stars this week came from underperforming teams, really. And I think what's going on is Florida A&M has a star, at least one star each week, but it's boring to keep adding, if we're being honest. So, yeah.
Y'all ready for some trivia?
All right, let's go. I missed the last trivia.
Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. You get it right.
Everybody piggyback off of
no, see, Sean is gonna go last every time.
You usually shouldn't listen to Sean. He was generally wrong.
Sean is gonna go last every time. You get it right, you get a point. You get it wrong, you lose a point. And at the end, you can bet however many points you got on the last question, which will be a top 5.
Okay.
If you don't get get all the top 5, you lose your points.
We got to get all the top.
All 5 in the top 5.
Okay.
Well, not just the most. That is
not just the most. You got to get them all.
All right.
And it's not going to be easy.
I'm going to tell you right now, I will be betting 1 point on the top 5.
If you have a point when you get to the top 5.
Okay. All right. Okay. We ain't got to do that now. All right.
All
right. Here we go.
Even?
So, J.E.'s first question. What is the most popular drink in the world that's not alcohol?
Coca-Cola.
Okay. Jen.
Coffee.
Cool.
Water.
Sean.
I'm glad that you think people are that healthy. That you think that water is the most popular drink in the world.
I'm glad
Just give me the goddamn answer.
I just want to say I really appreciate that. Damn, I don't like this. Everybody, I like going first because people don't take my fucking answers. It's bullshit. It's not my fault. Nobody else got a fucking back behind.
Give me a goddamn answer, or I'm gonna take your point away.
I'm gonna go Coke.
Coke. Well, you're wrong. It's coffee.
Yes. I knew it was coffee or tea.
Damn.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna say Coke originally, so I'm not really sure.
What's the smallest unit of memory?
Memory?
Memory.
What?
There's units of memory.
There's units of memory.
Is it like a time unit? Fucking no. A second?
Second.
I don't fucking know.
Jay?
You said it's a unit of time?
I said a unit of memory.
Childhood? Well, no. Dreams.
This nigga said dreams.
Yeah. Memory.
Lionel gave the context to this question, so.
I also just want to point out his original answer was childhood. I just want to point that out. He said childhood and then dreams.
When I hear memory, that's what I think. I think dreams or my fucked up childhood memories.
A unit? Any unit.
A unit of memory. Smallest unit of memory.
Just because of computers, I'm gonna say a megabit.
Sean.
So I'm gonna go with the only thing that I know, like, is associated with like.
If you say dream, I'm gonna lose my fucking.
I'm not about to say dream.
Say dreams, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
No, I was gonna say a synapse.
Oh, that's fair.
That's not the right fucking answer. I guarantee you it's not the right answer.
I guarantee you none of us got this right.
I unit of measurement.
None of you got it right. But Koo got the closest. It's kilobyte.
Oh.
It is. I mean, I knew. Well,
you're talking about that form of memory. You know what? I don't care, man. I want to lose the rest of this. How about
that? So here's the thing. That makes sense because the brain and the nervous system, which goes with the brain, all operates electrically. So it makes sense that the units would all be based off of electrical memory. I'm not saying I knew it. I'm just saying it makes sense.
It makes sense now. Okay.
Moving on.
No,
Cool.
I'm with you on that.
What does HTTP stand for?
God damn. Why can't it be www?
Why can't it be www?
Why can't it be www? Because y'all niggas know that. That's why.
HTTP, bro.
I don't want any of y'all to get a right answer.
The thing is, I used to know this information.
I did too. That's the problem.
I used to know this information. I do not know this information.
I don't even start.
I was going to say, I used to know how to do it. So
give me something.
I don't know. Hot turkey, tomato. I don't know.
Okay, we got to try something better than that.
That nigga getting hot turkey, tomato. That's what he wrote.
I mean, I hope
hot turkey, tomato, onion. That shit might actually taste good, but that's a different conversation.
Please stop it.
I think I've got 2 of the letters, and I know I'm not going to get the other 2. So,
at least I could wait this time.
I genuinely have not a clue.
I can't figure out what the other T means, but I'm going to assume it's something like hypertextual. There's another T in there, programming.
Okay, Sean.
Sean's supposed to go last. Jay hasn't gone yet.
Oh, Jay.
Jay probably like pass.
No. In protest, have time to poop. How about that?
What?
He's protesting this question.
Sorry.
No, I think he's protesting the game. I don't think he's protesting the question. I think he's protesting
kilobyte.
I didn't get a point for that. I got the closest, man.
Oh God.
All of us are getting this wrong. Let's just hear the answer.
Sean, look at me. Look at me.
I'm looking this way. There's no screen over there.
I don't care.
Give them no.
What the
Give an answer.
Just give an answer.
I'm gonna go with Jennifer's hypertext. I'm gonna say hypertext time program.
Close.
I'm so angry because I used to know this.
No.
He said
It's
close.
hypertext transfer protocol.
Fucking protocol. Transfer fucking protocol.
Okay, J.E. Here we go.
Here we go. I knew that.
I did
Here we
too.
go. I'm gonna earn your trust back. Here you go, Jay. What's the hottest planet in the solar system?
It's
Come on, man.
Mercury, right?
Okay.
Damn it. I hope I'm right. This sounds
Jen.
dumb if you're not.
I think it's Mercury. Not 100%.
Who?
I'm gonna say Jupiter.
Well, I'm also gonna go Mercury. I'm also gonna go with Mercury.
Jupiter?
You said planet,
It's
right?
Venus.
To get more stupider.
I said planet. It's
You just
Venus.
said planet. Venus is the second.
Venus.
It is Venus. Okay.
All right,
I don't know how that earns people's trust back. I feel as though
I thought that was a pretty easy one.
To be fair, like it was just one of those. It's like
I mean, I've one of the two. I mean,
It's that stuff I thought about it, bro. I was about to say Mars, honestly.
Okay, here we go. Sean, I'm gonna let you go first on this one, okay?
Thank you. Jesus Christ. Oops.
How many ribs are in the human body?
Ribs?
Ribs.
Now I'm trying to make a skeleton. I'm about to count mine right now. I don't know what y'all do.
I'm gonna say 18. I'm gonna say 18.
I ain't finished counting, man. 12.
12.
Jay.
12 ribs in the human body.
Since I can't go 18, I'm gonna go way out there and say 32.
You absolutely can go 18.
Pick another fucking number.
26.
He can't pick 18. Why can't he pick 18?
No,
if he thought he was confident on 18.
He just can't pick 32 because that's stupid.
Oh, okay.
Got 16 ribs on each side. That ain't it.
You know motherfuckers with long torsos and shit.
Bro.
I don't think it matters how long of a torso you have. I don't think that changes the amount of ribs you have.
No. Yes, it does.
I don't think it does.
The lizard people live amongst us.
I don't think lizards have ribs.
I won't do that. I would not poison this podcast like that.
I don't think lizards have ribs.
20, just so that we can keep going.
You gotta go though.
I said 20.
Oh, 20, okay.
No, it's 24.
12 on each side.
Damn. See, I would have known that if you would have let me finish. I got the 6. So I said 12.
So wait, that means if this was what is it? Family Feud. Not Family Feud. No, Price is Right. I would have won this round. I said 26.
This isn't Price is Right. This is trivia.
How would you have won this round?
Because I
was closest.
But you went over.
You went over.
You went over.
I would have.
You can't go over. Jen would have got it. She said 20.
Be the closest.
You can't go over. That's why people say $1 because if they think everybody's going over, they say $1 because that person will automatically win.
You know what?
You should watch more. You should watch more Price is Right.
I've never heard those words said by anybody. You should watch more Price is Right.
Price is Right's a great show.
It is, but I've never heard anybody say you should watch more of it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm sure, but
the only time I've watched Price is Right was when I was at home faking being sick, and I had to stay at my grandma's house while my parents was at work, or when me and Keisha watched the old episodes just to watch the Planko ones with the little thing that goes down.
Old ass nigga activity. Cool.
Or the guy that do the yodeling thing where he going up there the mountain. Like I like that one too.
Yodeling. Oh, I hated that fucking game. I hated that damn game. That game was always impossible to fucking win.
But also we watched to see if we're gonna accurately guess what these appliances are in the 70s to see if we got it right, and then look up that same appliance present day and see how much the price changed.
So that's some old nigga.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Whammy was the best game.
Bro, shut the fuck up. We're not about to talk. No, shut up.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Horrible. Cut it out.
Nah.
Get out of here.
Cool. What bone are babies born without?
One.
Skull. Shit. Skull. I'm thinking the top.
Did you just say skull?
Skull, but I can't.
Did you just say skull? Did you just say skull?
I was thinking about the soft part at the top of their head.
I know what.
I do too.
What bone?
What bone?
Shit, I don't fucking know. I don't know real.
Do you understand the purpose of the ribs?
Yeah, to protect the heart, but bro, I can't think of
it. Okay, I just want you.
Coleman would be so disappointed in you right now. Pick something else.
Brother ribs.
I gotta pick. Oh, okay. Proud of
if we were sitting in Coleman classroom right now, he would have hit you with the. He'd have fake shot you dead between your fucking eyes.
Fake shot.
In our anatomy and physiology class, if you said a stupid answer, like a real stupid answer, the teacher would just go right at you.
I'm gonna start using that. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll say tailbone.
See, that's a better answer. That's a better answer.
Okay.
That's a better answer.
Oh, you know
that's
what?
A better answer.
Before we move on, I did want to talk about this.
Wait, no, you got to answer the trivia.
You got to answer the question first.
What?
We still doing trivia.
Oh, I thought we was done. My bad.
No, because I know this one. So it's your turn because I know this one.
What bone are babies born without?
My face too, bro.
I know this one. I'm so excited. I fucking know this one.
Well, I'm like -4. Shit.
I don't know.
You are at -4.
Tailbone? I don't know.
Tailbone.
I said the same.
Kneecaps.
Nice.
It's the
kneecaps. It's the kneecaps. Babies don't have kneecaps. They grow kneecaps. Say I'm right. Say I'm right.
You're right.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I got it.
Look, I'm finna take your confidence away right now. Watch this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, make him first.
I'm finna end your whole career.
Make me first, please, so everybody can answer the same fucking thing.
Listen, don't be a bunch of fucking followers, all right?
I ain't following nothing he say for this next question.
I'm gonna know it. I'm gonna know it. You ain't gotta worry about that.
Oh, you're not gonna know it.
He not gonna know it. If Sean know this, I'll give him 2 points.
I hope I know this. I hope to God this falls into some kind of bank of knowledge that I fucking know. I swear to God.
What's the tiny piece at the end of a shoelace?
I know this. There's the whole Phineas and Ferb episode dedicated to it.
That's what pisses me off about it, is I should know the answer to this question, but I fucking don't.
-2 for Sean.
And you know what's crazy about it? -2? Hey, time out. What the fuck?
Do you know the answer or not?
No, why I get -2? I should only have -1.
If you get it wrong, it's -2. If it's a 2-point question, you already agreed. You agreed. You agreed. Come on.
I didn't agree to this. I just said I hope to fucking God.
That's an agreement. Come on.
What the?
Sean, you know how the game go. Come on.
I should know the answer to this fucking thing. It pisses me off that I don't know the answer to this question. It really pisses me off because I should know the answer to this question.
But you don't know the answer to this.
I should know the answer to this question.
But do you know the question? The answer to the question?
Aglet.
Hey, no, I'm listen. I can see your phone through your glasses, nigga.
I didn't look it up.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Google it.
I didn't look it up,
bro. I
didn't look it up,
bro. No.
Send a screenshot of your search history right now.
Can't you see his screen and his glasses?
Send a screenshot of your search history right now.
We skipping that question. We skipping that whole question, so you don't even get credit for it.
Here's my history right now. Hold on.
Cannot see.
There you go. That's my history right now.
You took too long to show us.
What the fuck? I can't do nothing about that.
Ain't nobody history clear, bro. Ain't nobody history clear.
Bro, come on now. You clear your history to just show us. Fuck that.
I didn't clear my history.
Browsing tab.
I didn't clear my history.
You don't even keep history.
I mean, yeah, that's what it is. There's no history cap on my phone.
We skipping that question. Everybody safe from that one. Here we go, James. In the game of chess, how do bishops move? This a gimme.
It's been a minute since I played chess. Let me think on that. Bishop is a horse, right?
No.
Nah, the horse.
A horse
Which
is
one
the
was
knight.
the horse? Horse is the knight.
Horse is the knight.
It's the knight. It's king, bishop, knight, rook, and then
okay. So if that's the case, if I'm not mistaken, the bishop could either move vertical or horizontal.
Okay, Jen.
I think that's correct. I think it's that, and I think it's no more than 3 spaces.
Okay, cool.
Diagonally.
Okay, Sean.
Yeah, I also said diagonally.
No, that's the queen.
No, the queen.
Queen can move down there anywhere.
So you guys are talking about the rook. The rook can move horizontally and vertically all the way across the board, how many spaces it wants.
Yeah.
Diagonal is the right answer.
Oh, okay.
Let's
go.
Say,
I don't know how to play chess. So.
You're welcome. You're welcome, because I saw you about to go with that answer.
What, diagonal?
Because I used to make y'all asses play chess in high school.
I was going with diagonal. That was gonna be my answer.
Here we go.
I said diagonal is the answer.
Here is a good one. What's the loudest animal on Earth, Jennifer?
I know the answer to this question.
Loudest?
It's by decibels, right?
Loudest.
By decibels, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. I know the answer to this question.
Is it an elephant? I'm gonna go with an elephant.
Elephant. Cool.
Well.
Sean.
Is that counting?
I'm not sure yet.
Blue whale.
Jay. Loudest animal on Earth. I'm answering for you is them damn bobcats. They don't know how to shut the fuck up. Happy homecoming week, goddammit.
Fuck out of here. Bobcats, please.
I love this.
Oh shit. Loudest animal on loudest animal on Earth. I'm not gonna do that. That's
the fact that I might win this trivia game is crazy, man.
That's way too disrespectful. You know what? No, I'm gonna just go with a bobcat. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, well.
So we got a bit of a dilemma.
We are at a bit of a dilemma.
I know.
We are at a bit of a dilemma.
Sean picked whale, but he picked the wrong whale.
I know.
And
Braylon,
Braylon,
because I know which one it is.
And Braylon picked well, which isn't specific enough.
So you either give it. So you either give it.
Almost split the point.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. Yeah.
I'll take it because it's a
sperm whale.
Sperm whale.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Whale.
You know what?
The fuck you did it?
Then this is your fault because I was gonna say sperm whale, and then I thought about what you said about TikTok because I saw it on TikTok.
Cool.
What? I didn't even answer the question.
No.
Cool. Longest river in the world.
Largest river in the world.
Longest.
Oh, Nile.
Jen.
Nile.
Sean.
God, don't make me do this because I'm.
Sean.
Come on, school teacher. Don't let your kids down.
Longest river in the world.
I was a world history teacher too. Fuck.
You were.
The thing is, I know it's not the Nile. I know.
The crazy thing is, I put this question in here as a gimme to you.
I'm like 80% sure it's not the Nile, but the thing is, I'm gonna go with Nile just to do it. But I'm almost positive it's not.
Jay.
I'm going with that too.
Jay, that's the first question you got right all day.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that can't be right. I got another question, right?
Bro. No, the fuck you didn't, bro. You've been answering bullshit answers.
What question did you get?
No,
you ain't got a question right all day. Nigga said we got 32 ribs. We talking about
you know what? You know what? I'm blaming this on Lyfe. I'm blaming this on Lyfe Jennings. That's what's going on.
It is Lyfe Jennings' fault.
Okay, look, we blame Lyfe Jennings.
Go, Jay.
That's what I'm gonna do. It must be nice to get the answers right. How about that?
Sean, I'm gonna start with you again. It's gonna be the last question. I start with you.
All right.
The car brand BMW stands for what?
Boy,
look at me. Look at me. Look up. And I'm saying down there, nigga. Look up.
My hands are here, so I can't do anything here.
You could already type.
The nigga typing with his feet.
What, my dick? What the fuck? The hell typing with?
I'm just saying, Sean, if you could type with your dick, you shouldn't have to work another day in your life.
You're right. But that's why I'm still working.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. It's not even fucking English, I don't think.
It's English. You want me to come back to you?
Please. Because I know nobody else knows it.
You don't know that.
I do.
BMW stands for what?
Oh, in protest, a beautiful, mature woman. How about that? Yeah.
Cool. It's crazy because I actually knew this answer before because of Kiddo.
This nigga Kiddo.
The first word is something in German. I don't. It was bay work something. I can't remember it all. A bay motor something. Bay motor work something. I don't know. I know it started with bay something because it's a weird. The B stand is weird.
Jen.
I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go with big motorized wagon.
Yes.
Dawn.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Cool, so I'm gonna say Bay motorized Wagoneer is actually what I'm gonna say. Bay motorized Wagoneer. And I'm dead serious about that answer too.
Bavarian Motorworks.
Bavarian, fuck. Motorworks, that's the one.
Motorworks.
Here we go, Sean.
All right.
It's a redeemer for you.
You said this was the last one we start with.
I'm coming to you last, but I'm just saying this is a redeemer for you. Jen, capital of India.
New Delhi?
Bro.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with Jen on this one. But I only know 2 places.
If I got that wrong, I've got a college professor that's really disappointed in me. But he shouldn't be because I suck at geography.
Trying to think of any other fucking city in India right now. But I'm also going New Delhi. But I don't think that's right.
Why would you go with it if you don't think it's right?
Because I can't think of another fucking city.
So you're gonna pick a wrong answer to sacrifice a point?
Can I pass?
Yeah, if you want to just lose a point.
Well, all right then. So if I'm gonna lose a point regardless, I might as well just answer.
Why are we here? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Jay,
I'll tell you what we're doing. You telling me the capital of India?
Yeah. Same. Same way everybody else.
That's the second question you got right.
Okay, so it is New Delhi.
Hey,
here we go.
What?
Here's a tough one.
I don't like the emphasis put on second there. I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
The next one got to be music related. I think he'll stump us in that one.
No freebies.
Wow, you threw freebies in there for Shannon. 2 of them.
No, he's saying that because he knows for a fact I don't know that information, even though I've been a history teacher. He knows that. Because anybody who knows me knows I don't know this fucking information.
Here we go. JEs. There are 2 states that in the US that share the most borders with other states. It's a 5-point question.
5-point question.
If you get it wrong, it's a bonus question, so you can't lose points if you get it wrong.
Oh well, that changes the fucking question. So you be saying rules like when they don't like what the hell?
Okay.
It's a bonus question.
All right, so ask the question.
You can only gain.
Ask the question again.
Which 2 states in the United States?
2 states. Okay.
Share the most borders with other states.
Okay.
And you got to get both states to get the 5.
Okay.
I have no idea. Just randomly, I don't know. Tennessee and Kansas. I don't know.
Okay. Sean.
So one of them's Colorado. And the other one...
I'll give you this, Sean. It ain't Colorado.
It's not Colorado.
I'll give you that. It's not Colorado.
So it's in that area then. Because I know there's something over there. So it's whatever one looks like Colorado.
That's the only hint y'all get. It's not Colorado. Jay, if that makes you change your answer, you can give me another answer.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'll tell you this. It's not Colorado, and it's not a state that borders the Atlantic Ocean.
I'm not moving.
How about
that? I'm gonna stay with my rebellious answer.
That's a pretty good hint, I think.
That is a good hint. So I'm gonna say, trying to picture a map in my head right now.
I don't know if Jen is thinking really hard or if she's just sleepy.
Both.
I'm gonna say Ohio and Wyoming.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now because I don't know the map very well, but I know one of the states is in that Colorado, Wyoming thing. I know it's there. I just don't know which one. So I went with Wyoming.
Okay. Say your states again.
Wyoming and Ohio.
This almost has nothing to do with nothing, but I thought about Kansas only because there's a city in Kansas that is the center of this country. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And that city plays that up too. Like they know people come there just because of that.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna say Kansas, and it's between Kentucky and Oklahoma. I'm gonna say Kansas and Kentucky.
Jen.
Tennessee and Wyoming.
The correct answer is Tennessee and Missouri.
Wow, I forgot
I knew
Missouri.
Tennessee was one of them.
The only states that border Wyoming are Colorado, Utah, Idaho, Montana, and South Dakota, Nebraska.
Yeah,
however,
the only states that border fucking Wyoming are 7 different states. Like, kiss my ass.
If you let me finish.
Don't be sitting there acting like I gave a stupid answer. Don't do that shit.
Tennessee is bordered
Like,
by Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, and Missouri. And Missouri is bordered by Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois.
And that is why Missouri is such a bitch to drive through. That state should not be that goddamn big.
Okay. All I know is there's a part of Tennessee where you're leaving Alabama, you're going to Tennessee, or no, you're in Tennessee and you're on the same road. You curve around this road and you're in Georgia. If you keep driving and you curve around again, you're back in Tennessee.
59. And you hit 24 once you get into Chattanooga. I know exactly where you're talking about. Okay, here we go. Here we go, Sean. I'm coming back to you. Which countries have the longest shared international borders?
The longest shared international borders.
Longest shared international borders in the world.
China and Russia.
Okay, China and Russia. Jen.
Canada and the US.
Cool.
Yeah, Canada and the US.
Jay.
My bad. What was the question?
Countries that have the longest shared international borders.
This is another question with more than one answer.
No, there's only one. There are two countries that share the longest border with each other in the world. What are they?
I don't know. Russia and whatever the consensus is.
So the consensus would be Canada and the US. I said Russia and China.
Okay. Oh, and Russia and Canada.
How can Russia and Canada share it? Okay, never mind. Nope.
I don't know because I don't understand the question. I don't know. Look, let me ask you really quickly.
Okay, well, they gotta border each other.
They gotta border each other, Jay.
There. They have to touch.
They gotta share a border,
let me
Jay.
tell y'all what's going on today. Let me tell y'all what's going on today. My day, much like many other days, and it's not different from everybody else, I'm sure, started before the sun came up. And I cannot go to sleep because that's how early I need to be delivering tomorrow. So forgive me if I'm having dunce moments. Because that's obviously what's happening.
Okay, here we go. Right now, Jay, you're at -7.
And that makes sense.
Hold on now.
Jesus.
Sean, you're at -2.5.
I'll take it.
Jen is at -1.
I'll fucking
and
take
Ku
it.
is at -0.5. Now,
what?
This next question is another bonus question, and it's worth 10 points. If you get it right, you get 10 points. If you get it wrong, you get nothing. Okay?
I just hope everybody get it wrong. I mean, I win.
Where was the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth?
Wow.
Jennifer.
I'll smack you when you come up with these fucking questions, because I know you'd be in the negatives too.
That's why I'm the host and you not.
I'm doing trivia next week. I'm calling.
No, you're
Fuck
not.
that. I'm doing trivia.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. I'm 100%.
Look, everybody want shenanigans on that one? You just make it a simple 1-point question, and I'll move to another one.
Nah, we can make it 10.
No, I'd rather have the option to get fucking points.
Okay.
Than
then
to
shut the
not
fuck
lose
up and give me an
points.
answer.
I'm just saying I'm doing trivia next week. That's all I'm saying.
No,
Shit.
you're not doing trivia next week. Trivia is my thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You can do trivia, but I don't know what the fuck.
Who started it? Who started the shit?
He wouldn't hear that one week, so it's mine.
No,
his was true and
I'm
false.
coming. I'm gonna have 10 trivia questions next week. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You can do fact or fucking fiction like who was doing. Well, that's not true.
I'm doing trivia questions.
Give me a goddamn
answer. You falling in this fucking negative category too. Because you ain't about to sit here and act like you smarter than everybody. Because that shit ain't about to fucking happen.
The fucking point is to be tough. If I was just picking, hey Sean, what color is a fire truck?
Everybody ain't nobody saying, dude. Ain't nobody saying pick that.
I think these are pretty good trivia questions, honestly. And yeah, I would probably be in the negative.
No, you would be in the negative. Don't say probably. You would be.
No,
you would be.
I knew the capital of India.
Fantastic. That's one question.
Why you in your feelings? Just tell me the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth. Where was that?
And ain't a single house.
I mean, I'll kick it off.
I'm gonna guess Phoenix, Arizona, just because it gets hot as shit.
Phoenix.
You say on Earth?
On Earth.
Kuwait.
Where in Kuwait?
God damn it, I don't know.
Can't just say Kuwait, nigga. Come on. Think about that. Come back. Jay.
Okay.
I don't know a name of a city in Kuwait, but that's where I'm going. Because I know that there's somewhere over there, or it's somewhere in Saudi Arabia, because they even wear like the things that we think that would make them hot, but apparently they're cool in it.
So, by the way, the logic there is that if you are creating a layer where there's air between fabric and your skin is going to warm up to the layer. Your skin is going to warm the air to that layer rather than immediately reaching the outside, which is why I wore long pants in Arizona.
I did not know that.
Okay, Sean.
Huh.
You think it's some city in Kuwait too? I'll write that down.
No, I want to say Africa, but if you're gonna ask me where the fuck in Africa,
where in Africa, nigga? That's 54 countries
by the equator, motherfucker. I don't know
which country by the equator.
I don't have an answer to that question. If you allow me to look up some places in Africa, I'll pick one.
Okay,
but I don't know.
You got 30 seconds. Look up some places in Africa. Go ahead, and y'all can look up a city in Kuwait. Go for it.
No, we shouldn't be able to look up anything.
I don't get two fucks what you think. I'm about to look up motherfucking places in Africa. I don't get two shits.
I'm gonna just go with where Kiddo was stationed because that was the only reason I said Kuwait. So I'm gonna say Jara.
Jara?
It's Jara or Jara or something.
Come on, Sean. Come on. 10 seconds.
What can I? Well, he probably at work.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
He probably at work.
Yeah, that one that starts with a J in Kuwait.
Kenya.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Kenya.
That's wrong.
No Kuwait. Shit.
Kuwait, that's wrong. Some city in Kuwait, that's wrong. Phoenix, Arizona was actually the closest. It's Death Valley, California.
I was gonna say California because of all the forest fires and stuff.
Y'all went to desert and then realized that it could have been any desert in the world.
Yeah.
I went to Equator. That's where I went.
In fucking Africa.
I went to Equator. That's where I went.
Well, okay.
I just know that it's hit 140 out in Phoenix.
Here we go. I got one more. I got 2 more questions. Okay, and then we can be done. And this is another 10-point question. You get it right, you get 10 points. You get it wrong, you get nothing.
Jays, I'm about to start protesting like you, bro. Okay. I understand why you're here now. I get it.
This is a good one.
This is bullshit.
Okay.
I ain't mad.
What winter weather event is often called a winter hurricane?
Oh, I think I know this one.
Can I go first? Get it out the way.
Yeah.
Blizzard.
Okay, Sean.
What's the night before Christmas Eve in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Jen.
Or the Christmas Eve in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. A what?
Huh?
A nor'easter.
A nor'easter?
Mhm.
Jay.
You're muted.
The most dangerous one I ever heard of, and I think I want to. They may call it this, or that might just be the name of it. A bomb cyclone.
A what?
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
He got it right.
Cyclone?
Hell yeah, he got it right.
He got it. A bum cyclone?
Bomb cyclone.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Hearing those
What?
two words
But I
together,
wouldn't.
why would you ever call something that?
Are you
Okay.
saying bomb or bum?
BOMB.
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 Oh, I thought you were saying bum. I'm
Okay,
saying
here we
bum
go.
cyclone. What the
This is
fuck is that?
This is a 50-point question. If anybody gets it right, they win, essentially.
Wait,
Okay?
how many does Jay have after that one?
He's at 3. He has 3 points. Sean has
That
-2.5.
Crazy.
He's winning. He's winning. He's giving bullshit answers the whole time, and he's winning.
The comeback of the century.
That is insane.
What's the
Okay,
name
y'all.
of the gaming, like, national gaming committee that
No.
we can fucking, like,
The last question,
report
like,
Lionel to? This is some
oh, I
bullshit.
should've
Here we
won,
go.
bro.
Okay. 50-point question, and you got to give me all 5 parts. Name
Oh.
the first 5 people on the moon.
No.
The
I know
first who?
2.
5.
I know 2. I didn't even know there were 5 people on the moon.
Neil
More than 5
Armstrong
people
and
on the moon. The first 5 people to do it.
That's
If
wonderful.
I know one of them,
I know 2. So I'm gonna give it. So here, I'll do this. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldridge, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, and your big fat head. How about that? Those are my fucking answers.
that was 6.
Damn, Sean, get out your fucking feelings because you
That
don't know
was
the
not
answer,
6. That was 5. I counted on my fingers. How'd you get 6 out of that? Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldridge, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Lionel's big fat head.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Whoever can give me the most out of the top 5 will get the 50.
That's what I thought was gonna decide it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else is gonna be.
I can't give you more than that.
No,
Nobody knows.
can
Y'all
you
just
Lionel?
I got it.
Y'all
Can
gonna
you,
let
Lionel?
Jay come in here and steal a W like that? Motherfucker got
Look,
2 questions right the whole game. It's
I got it.
Me and Dan won him
Wait,
this game.
hold up. Willie Nelson, Cheech,
Excellent.
Sean,
Beautiful.
Snoop, and Wiz Khalifa.
I'm taking your points away.
Thank you.
I'm taking your points away.
You gotta take him. You gotta take away as many points as it would be to tie with me.
So, thank y'all for participating. The answers were Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Pete Conrad, Alan Bean, and Alan Shepard.
I got Neil.
Now, question.
I knew that one.
Wait, I wonder what the other 3 think about that, because I'm pretty sure that's most people's answers, that they only know 2. Like, I wonder what the other 3 astronauts are like. Hey, I was up there too, right?
So again, Lionel, hold on. Again, Lionel, you so confident that you know this shit. Next week, I'm gonna do trivia. You gonna be in it, and I want you to win that shit. No, that's what's gonna happen. I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand.
All right, what's the top 5? What's the top 5 question?
That was the top 5.
That was the top 5. Who were the
Was the
5
top-
fucking people on the moon?
For the
Nero,
sake,
Thank you.
for the
Thank
for the
you.
sake of time, because I know we're about to end soon. My point that I was gonna make on music, an event that happened in 2003, I saved to next week.
What event happened? An
Get
event
Rich or
that
Die
happened in
Trying.
2003.
I don't know, but I feel like it was a nip slip.
It was
Joe
a what?
Budden's Pump It Up came out.
It might as well have been. It might as well have been.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
It's too late for this. I'm
scared.
Right.
So, Sean, am I in the podcast since you opened?
No, you don't get to do shit. You just had your fucking shot.
Sean, y'all,
You just
ladies and
had your
gentlemen,
fucking
Sean's
shot.
so
I'm
fucking hot.
I'm
over
so
that
fucking
trivia.
over you with your fucking trivia questions,
Bro,
motherfucker. You need to be at a fucking bar on like a Tuesday night running fucking
Where the
trivia.
fuck you think I got
tired.
this?
I'm so tired of your shit.
Yeah, me and my client did these questions at the Anchor Bar last night in Superior, Wisconsin. Best cheeseburgers.
I'm so tired of your shit,
bro.
Anyway,
just because you don't know how many ribs in the bottle, bro. That ain't me.
I'm mad that J.E.'s won, and I actually was about to win.
Yeah, hey, congratulations, J.E.'s got the dub this week. Motherfucker came from behind. Like he was.
So we threw out the last question. Nobody got points for the last question. That question you spent so much fucking time on.
I didn't spend any time on that question. I didn't spend any time on that question.
Again, the gaming. I'm gonna get the gaming committee on your ass because this is some bullshit.
So
nigga,
anyway, since I'm the one that started this bitch, I'm gonna be the one that finishes it. Go ahead, Jay.
To stay awake for the rest of the night is play Grand Theft Auto again, and I just want to blame TikTok because I've been seeing people play this game for like the last month, and it made me buy it all over again because the story was that good.
I think that you know what?
GTA 5 is crazy.
GTA
Go ahead,
5
Sean. End the podcast.
Absolutely had one of the best stories, and that's how I'm gonna end it. GTA 5 had one of the best stories in gaming history. I'm Sean. That motherfucker needs to be in professional trivia. That motherfucker right there is a lawyer. That motherfucker right there.
Story of Grand Theft Auto 5. I just went straight to online. All right, there you go.
You didn't even play the story. Okay, that motherfucker's crazy, and that motherfucker ain't gonna sleep tonight. And me, I'm just gonna stay a hater because I guess that's just where I'm at in my life. So, but that's But Peep This podcast. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace. I'm sleepy.